do this, is to have that advantage. Because in summer, when competitions go down, what's up, y'all? We're about to train outside at Mikasa. This is Tristan. I figured I'd go live and show you guys live working out and let y'all ask any questions while you admire our workout. If you guys don't know, I train CrossFit. I do CrossFit. I compete in CrossFit. I had to take some time off because of a neck injury, but we're getting back into it slowly but surely. And so yeah, it's a training day right now. The sun is out, feels nice. I was gonna use microphones, but it turns out that I fumbled the bag and I got the wrong cord. So excuse the audio. And I'm gonna come back and check the chat every now and then just to see what's good with y'all. I'm gonna check the chat once in a while to see what's good with you guys. And yeah, cool. We starting out with some squats, but I gotta warm up first. Oh, good thing I didn't write my warm up down. Maybe I should put my dog in the shade. You think? Probably pretty hot. Wow, this is just king treatment. We got to hit our warm up before we actually get started on this. I don't know at all what I am doing with this YouTube live on the phone. I can see that we have some people in here. So go ahead and ask questions about working out, being in the heat, being in the sun, stuff like that. That's Tristan.
Hey.
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 Hey. Like it or not, you're gonna watch us work out. Because that's the content that I have for today. And this is part of, whoa, it's really hot on that. That's really hot. Wow.
Yeah, so we live in Hawaii.
Yeah,
It's pretty hot here in Hawaii. Grew up surfing my whole life, honestly.
Surfing.
Shredding on the waves.
Shredding the absolute gnar.
I don't know how to surf.
Yeah, we know. I gotta do 2 minutes of cervical retraction. Right here, and then I do some of these neck things. This flex walking. I'll relax my neck. Just let the band pull tension on it. My neck is sore. Tristan, do you have my mom's phone number?
I think so, yeah.
Can you call her quick? See, look, I'm one of those girls that you were talking about that just lay out and tan.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? The contact name is Justin's mom.
Yeah.
You want to talk to her?
Yeah, if she answers. What's the UV index today?
Probably like
21. Ooh, that'll get you a little bit dizzy. Look at that. Already sweating. Can you guys see that? Can you see it? Like the video if you can see that.
Ben, what's forwarded to voicemail?
Oh yeah, she's signing her.
What is UV index?
Huh?
What is it? Definitely like 8.
It's an 8?
I don't know, my guess.
Now we got to do what's called a DNF chin tuck for time. So we do 5 reps of 5 seconds with this.
Oh, it's 7, huh?
Ooh, a 7 UV index. That means we getting tan, y'all. We getting vitamin D. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let me take you guys through some of the stuff that I think about when I'm getting warmed up and getting ready, especially to work out in the heat, because this is where we're gonna be working out for the majority of summer. I try to think about how much have I eaten that day, how much have I hydrated, especially if we're in the heat. I'll make sure that I have at least 1 packet of Element in the morning with a little bit over a liter of water, because I think that that's, I mean, obviously it's important for people with POTS, but it's also important because straight from this session, I'll probably hit the sauna too. And I keep my sauna at 180-ish degrees, 174 to 180 degrees. The reason why I do that is to kind of get some more zone 2. Like, the sauna raises your heart rate, obviously, right? And it sustains it for a while. And if you go in immediately after a workout, especially a high intensity one that we'll get into later, it's gonna bring the heart rate down to about a zone 2 pace. So I'm getting a little bit more aerobic fitness, if you will, effect from the sauna, instead of just relying on the, what's it called? The workout that I did. We got 1 more set of these DNF chin tucks. Ah, it's already that hot? I was up for a minute.
Climate change.
And Tristan doesn't have any sort of chronic illness besides one that we won't talk about.
What, autism?
Yeah.
So, they call it autism. It's chronic as fuck, dude.
Oh. If you've never tried those DNF chin tucks, look them up. They're really tough and they make your neck nice and strong. So now we have a couple more warm-up things to do, and then we're gonna get into some squats. And the squats are tough in the sun, man. Squats are, why am I doing this? Squats are already a really demanding exercise. And then to mix doing that in the sun too, in the heat. What is the temperature right now? It's like 75. I think it was supposed to get up to like almost 80 today. And we're doing it at peak heat. It's the middle of the day. It's peak heat. We do this on purpose though. So we're gonna do some swimmers. I use weights for the swimmers to warm up my shoulders, my traps, everything like that. Making sure that we're sipping on agua throughout the whole session. There's an Element in here. An Element, I don't know if you guys subscribe to the Element packages, but they just sent me these fizzy cans. What was that called? Sparkling water?
Yeah.
Sparkling water with 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 16 ounces of sparkling water with 1,000 milligrams of sodium. It is salty, but it tastes so freaking, so magnificent, so good. I think that this live, me showing you guys working out like live, right, will be really helpful for some of you, because I'll go through some of the stuff that I'm thinking, if I'm feeling symptomatic or whatever, if I feel like, if I start to black out, if I start to see stars and all that, I will show you guys. But what I need you to do right now is like this video so it pushes us in the algorithm so that other people will see this and that we can help more people. And if you haven't joined my POTS community yet, a training community that I have, the forum, it's all about positivity. We have a training program for you guys to follow to get better with POTS syndrome. It's pretty cheap. All you got to do is DM me at JQFitLife on Instagram or email me at jqfit1@gmail.com. Join, or you can sign up for one-on-one coaching. But we're gonna do one more set of swimmers, and then we got a little bit more to do before we get to the workout. See if there's any chats. No chats, come on guys. Give me some questions to answer during this live. Okay, I think this is our last neck warm-up exercise, upper traps exercise to get into before we actually get into movement prep for squatting. I take a little bit longer to warm up these days. I'm 30, going on 31 next Saturday. So we're working.
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
The big day.
Big day.
Your 21st, huh?
Mm-hmm. Finally get to drink booze. All right, that's it. We're gonna get into some squats. If you're still watching this, hit that like button. Send me some chats, some questions that you have about working out, especially in the heat with POTS syndrome, and I'll answer them as we work out. Thanks for the like, whoever that was. We always start off with a warm-up. Squats with the empty bar. These knees. Whoa. Ooh. How'd that feel?
Weird.
Yeah.
I moved it fast. It was just caught me off guard. A little too off guard. A little off guard. That was weird.
Pat?
It scared me a little bit.
Yeah, me a little bit. Nice. So it'll be good to show you guys this also because I have decided, and this is the first thing I'm doing. It's the first thing, or the first place that I'm announcing this actually, is that I've decided I'm going to compete in August again. Not super seriously. It's gonna be mostly for content because we're doing a partnership with a comp that's coming up in August, but I decided I'm gonna compete again. So getting used to the heat, getting acclimated to the sun, getting used to working out in these conditions is everything. And so I think showing you guys that these types of things are possible, that you can go compete in CrossFit, you can do powerlifting, you can bodybuilding maybe you should stay away from actually, but run a marathon, stuff like that, it's all possible. I know we got some live chats, I'm gonna check on them right now. Nice place, thanks. How do you know you have POTS versus panic disorder? SSRIs are helping me, but research says they help both panic and POTS by increasing the nerve communication. Serotonin also modulates blood pressure. Yeah, so I think that there's a couple of things there. I think that blood pressure obviously is not the only indication of whether you have POTS syndrome or not, right? There's other indications too, which would be like your heart rate. If you go from sitting to standing and it raises over 30 beats per minute for a certain amount of time, I think that that's probably a good indication along with the blood pressure stuff. Also, if you find yourself being pre-syncope, blacking out, seeing stars, stuff like that, those things I think are all indications that what you're going through may be POTS syndrome. However, I've talked about this on a lot of videos that I think that there is an anxious component to POTS that's not really addressed. And I think that also doctors like to kind of push you off and shove you off and say anxiety without addressing that. You may have real symptoms that are related to POTS, and anxiety kind of feeds those symptoms, if you can get what I'm saying. we have to do 75% of, Joel, you're welcome, dude. We have to do 75% of a heavy 3 that we did last week for, I think, 4 sets of 5, 3 sets. I'll have to check the whiteboard in the shed. But yeah, I hit 275 for a triple on my first squat session, my actual like first heavy squat session back last week. So yeah, now we got to do 75% of that. Do you know what that is?
Oh, what? 275?
Yeah. We'll find that out in a second. If you guys are watching and you haven't liked this video yet, please like the video. Please like this live. It helps push us in the algorithm, gets more eyes. Ultimately, the goal is to help other people like us, show people that these things are possible. You are able to work out. You can get back to a place like that. And yeah, thanks. Appreciate that like.
It's gonna be around like 230 probably.
230. I've recently accidentally lost weight. Hey, somebody took their like back, you bozo. I recently lost weight by accident. And my legs are rocked from New York this weekend, man. My legs are rocked from walking so much. And then yesterday I had to run a bunch and do some C2 bike stuff. I had to do just basically actually a lot of power output stuff on a ski erg. And then I had running and bike zone 2 effort for 25 minutes, but that'll beat your legs up, homie. All right, so basically to get to our percentage, all we have to do is add 10s to each side of this. And then we have 5 reps, and I think it's 4 sets, 4 or 5 sets. So, yeah. Man, it is 5 sets. It's 5 by 5. I do not like 5 by 5s whatsoever. I do not like it. I just don't. It's lightweight, it's easy, but when you're coming back from a pretty significant injury, anything feels heavy, man. Anything does. So you got 5 sets there. Ask some questions. that I can answer during my my breaks. I gotta put this on the charger. Ask some questions that I can answer in between sets.
$145 on the bar.
145 and 7 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need.
Dude, that's Colt 45.
Oh, that's right. That's the wrong song.
God. God. Stupid.
So dumb.
Stupid.
Always squat into depth. Always. Never chicken squats. Like Tristan. What?
Dude, my squats are good.
Dude. Dude.
It's good.
Dude. All right, make sure you ask some questions. Ask some questions that I can answer in between sets. I see how many people we got watching right now, and the likes don't match up. Like this video if you haven't already, and if you don't, you're a hater. .42 ounces of water right here. I think 46 ounces of water, plus 1 packet of Element, so a gram of salt, a gram of sodium. The conditioning portion of this workout is going to be the part that is the tough part. Set number 3. We got 2 more. Two more. Let's go, Tristy. You guys want to see Tristy lift real quick?
This rep determines what I'm gonna do today. Because it's like my cycle to go for 1 rep, but I haven't really been snatching too much. But like, I don't know, it's been feeling good, but...
Let's go. Pick that bar up and put it back down. Oh, that was pretty nice. How much is that?
145.
All right, let's go.
It feels good.
Looks good. Looks decent. Are you hook gripping it?
Yeah.
Better be. Have you ever passed out while driving or felt close to it? How would you handle that worry? I don't know how productive it is to talk about how you would handle that worry. I've never passed out while driving. I hope not. I don't think, have you? I hope not, because it'd probably cause a big accident, but no, never never passed out at all, in general. And most people, to be honest with you, most clients that I have, that I work with that have POTS, have never passed out either. What the big thing is, the big fear is the big problem is the fear of passing out. Most people with POTS don't have that issue. They think that they're going to, they have this fear of passing out, but the fact is, and they always like, I feel like I'm going to, I feel like but if you've never done it, if you've never experienced it, then you don't even know what almost passing out feels like. You don't really have a place to go off of, because you can get pre-syncope and still not pass out. People that don't have POTS syndrome get pre-syncope. People that don't have POTS syndrome have over vagus nerve stimulation, stuff like that, and they have pre-syncope and they never pass out. So I think it's like kind of a, how do you deal with the fear the same way you deal with any fear? You just kind of get over it, right? It's not that you get over it, but it's like you realize and you understand, you logically speak to yourself like, I've never had that happen before. That's never happened to me. And then based on the evidence that you have, that you've never done that, you come to the logical conclusion that this is probably not going to happen. Can you feel uncomfortable? Is there some sort of maybe anxiety thing going on? Sure, but it's not passing out. For most people, it's not that. I'm gonna hit a set and then answer the other questions. Yeah boy. It's feeling better as the sets go on. Let's see. Hi, if you have PM, how do you prevent it? Let's go down. I saw you comment before too. Post exertional malaise. Malaise. I'm going to go off of what I think that means. Post exertion, like exhaustion, like being tired. Yes or no? Is that right? Yes or no? Before I answer that question, I just want to make sure that I have what you're saying right. Just felt close, or Joel just felt close to it and got a big adrenaline dump. Was told you can't pass out from panic. But if it's POTS, you can, from what I've heard. Haven't yet passed out, just pre-syncope, but it's scary. Sure, it's scary. You can definitely pass out from panic. I've seen that happen. If you start to hyperventilate and stuff, not to add to fear or your worry or whatever, but that can definitely happen. My point that I always try to drive home with all of my clients is that if you've never had the experience of passing out, you don't have evidence to support if you feel like you're passing out. You get what I'm saying? You haven't gone through experience, so you don't know. You have no evidence to support what you're saying. And so my approach with people is trying to be super logical and think through things, right? There's periods of uncomfortableness, but everyone has that. It's not exclusive to the POTS community. And I don't know if it's really CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, but I would say exposure therapy helps a lot with people with POTS specifically. PM, extreme fatigue after activities. How do you deal with that? Yeah, so I went through a period of time with that, and basically what it came down to was the deconditioning portion of what I was going through. And I was super deconditioned. Probably you are too if you're dealing with that. But the better your fitness gets, the higher your conditioning gets. And there's a way to get there specifically for people with POTS. It's not the same way that you would, any other like if you didn't have a chronic illness, it's not the same way to get there. So if you don't know, I have an online training group for people with POTS, and I do one-on-one coaching, online coaching. But basically what I would say is that it's probably your conditioning. You need to get more conditioned. Your hydration's probably not on point. Your nutrition probably isn't right for you specifically. I'm not just talking macros. I'm talking your overview of like what foods work for you, what foods don't work for you. Do you have any sort of food sensitivities? Are you deficient in any vitamins or minerals, things of that nature? That's all stuff that I go over with my clients, and the conditioning portion. And are you eating enough sodium? And are you supplementing enough sodium? Are you drinking enough water to support the sodium? Or rather, are you having enough sodium to support the amount of hydration fluids that you are intaking? Let me know if that answers your question. If you have not liked the video, like it. Let's go, Tristan, come on. Let's go. Get under it. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Hold on to it. Good. Nice. Hey, yo. Nice job. That was 165?
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
Holy freaking moly.
Last set on squats.
That was gross.
You did it. Woo! We got dizzy on that one, boys.
That wasn't bad. Besides the whole falling forward, at least I kept it up.
That's what she said. Yeah, that was good. You did good. So next piece that we have to do is 20 goblet squats paired with 25 quadruped knee extensions or quad extensions. We got a couple more chats. Did you draw inspiration from Greg O'Gallagher, Kinobody, for your tattoo, his similar script tattoo? No. No, this says heroes get remembered, legends never die. It's a Sandlot quote. But I actually got it from a band called 4 Years Strong. Oh man, I'm 30, so I probably got it 11 or 12 years ago. So probably before Greg O'Gallagher was on YouTube. And then we have the Buddha right here with a lotus tattoo, signifying rebirth. I don't know, man. I'm a Christian now, so this is like, I don't know. We got the flower of life with the Om symbol because I was a yoga practitioner for a long time. This right here that says don't quit, do it. We got the, what's it called? The Shaka, right? That's my, it's the way of life that I live by, right? And then the moon phases right there, which also kind of wish I didn't have tattooed on me now. And then a big old Alice in Wonderland tattoo that says we're all mad here. So this is probably my favorite tattoo that I have, aside from, oh, and then we have Sanskrit that says breathe. My Shaka tattoo, although the cheapest, the crappiest looking tattoo, is probably actually my favorite one that I have.
ugly. I did it though. It's all that matters in the world.
Sometimes they're ugly. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're good girls, and sometimes they're Let's get some more questions up in the.
How many people?
Bro is into straight witchcraft. Well, all right, let's like address that real quick. Let's actually address that. As a Christian now, I recognize that some of the things that I was practicing and doing could be recognized as such. However, I never looked at it that way, right? I always thought of myself as spiritual, and I was a big time atheist before that, and I was spiritual because I was practicing manifestation, which I think everyone does that, by the way. But some people identify it as prayer, and I think prayer is the direct way to do that, right? Prayer is the direct way to do that, and you're asking the Creator Himself for that. This moon stuff, to be honest with you, I got as a tattoo because I like the way that the moon phases look, but I also wanted to seem more like woo-woo spiritual, and I don't really have like an explanation for what the moon symbols, the moon phases really do or mean or anything like that. But yeah, like I have some friends that are into the astrology thing and all that stuff, and I dabbled, but it was never like, I didn't know that was considered what you're saying. Now I'm a man of God, Christ. Let all weapons used against me not prosper, all that. Deliver me from evil. You know, I'm heavy on that. I'm heavy on Christ. But also, I'm no dummy. I'm not the best Christian. I'm not the best Christian. And I'm no better than any other person out there in general for saying that because I say that I believe in God or Christ. I'm a sinner. I make mistakes. I understand all that. All I can do is try to be the best man for our Heavenly Father that I can be, and make mistakes along the way. But you gotta own up to it. All right, I'm not super excited about this superset, really. I'm really not super excited because I'm using a 70-pound dumbbell this time for these goblet squats, and then the quadruple knee extension things, man. So let's see how this goes. It's gonna go fine. It's just hard. And we're not used to hard things. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sometimes I think my coach has a vendetta against me.
Oh, wow.
What? Did you rip your thumb again? Yeah.
Pussy. Oh. God, this stupid hook crack. Oh. Jesus Christ.
When I get dizzy, that's an exercise that'll get you dizzy. God. I'm fighting a cold right now too, which is not super helpful to breathing. I wonder, can I stay alive and look at? No. All right, well, you guys, I think I'm gonna move this Instagram or this YouTube live over to Instagram. So if you guys are interested in still watching and seeing Metcons go down, go ahead and follow me at JQ Fit Life. And sorry, I just got a text message. Go follow me at JQ Fit Life. I'm gonna hit this on Instagram now. If you guys wanna see what a Metcon looks like, somebody with POTS get destroyed by a Metcon, head over there. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, goodbye.
Oh God, freaking hooker, man.